Good afternoon and welcome to the Pure Power Comic Show. I'm your host, Anthony Thomas, your friendly jazzy bass player and comic book collector and store owner. The Pure Power Comic Show is a division of BSN Collectibles and is aired every Saturday on the BSN Collectible YouTube channel, where we talk about all that is comic and more, comic books and more. Today I'm doing a 10 Marvel comic book showcase. And up before you is Daredevil. And today is Saturday the 6th. This is episode 7. So let's get started. First I got Daredevil 287, which has inside of this storyline, it's called, I wrote it down, The Fighter. In this particular book, this 287, this came out in 1990, December of 1990. This is volume 1 from the Daredevil series. And who's in this story? You got the Kingpin, you got Jonathan Jameson, you got the Daily Bugle, you got Foggy. That's in this storyline, amongst others. And the creator of this book, the creators of this book, is writer Ann Nissen, penciler Lee Weeks, or artist is Lee Weeks. The inker is Al Williams. The colorist is Max Steele. And the letterer is Jack Morrow. And let me give you a full view of this book. He is on in a ring, boxing ring. And basically it's a good book, good series. So up next, I have the Marvel Superheroes Summer Special. Marvel Superheroes Summer Special. And these 10 books that I'm unboxing will go to the company what we're dealing with that send comics to troops. And this here is Marvel Superheroes 80-page summer special. It has Speedball and it has Doctor Strange, it has Iron Man, and it has the Absorbing Man, obviously, if you recognize the Absorbing Man. With his wrecking crane, there's wrecking ball rather. This is this issue came out in 1993, the summer of 1993. It has featured inside has many stories. When I say many, it has 3 different stories inside. One with Speedball fighting the Absorbing Man. Then it has a story with Doctor Strange, and then it has a story with Iron Man inside. And in this particular issue, there's really no key characters in this issue that I know of, that I recognize. But it has Speedball, Doctor Strange, Iron Man, and Nick Fury. And that is the Caucasian Nick Fury in this particular book from the regular or Marvel Universe. And up next we have Marvel Knights. And here you have Cloak and Dagger. And Dixon is the... In this particular issue you have Chuck Dixon. He is the author. Ed Barron is the penciler. Nelson DeCastro is the inker. And Avalon Studios, Dave Kemp. They are the colors. And Comic Graph is the letterer. Kelly Lamy is the assistant editor, and Nancy Dickinson is the editor, and Joe Quesada is also probably the chief editor in this one. I mean, I like the cover, but in this here, oh well, let me go take a step back, because I usually like to grade the books. Now the Daredevil, I give the cover an A. I like that cover. He's standing there with his blindfold on. I give the cover A, and also I give, if I remember correctly, I give the inside a B plus. Inside, I give the inside a B plus. Now here on this issue with Marvel superheroes, I give the front cover with Speedball. He's upside down. You know how if you know the character Speedball, he jumps around, flies, whatever his powers is. I'm not too familiar with his powers, but I give that cover a B, and the inside I give a B as well. Now here we have Marvel Knights. I give, let's just say this off the bat, I give their front cover an B plus. That's a Joe Quesada cover. I think he could have did more with the background. Inside I give a B plus as well. And in this particular issue, you have Doctor Strange. You have Cloak and Dagger. In this issue, you have Doctor Strange. You have the Punisher. You have Black Widow. You have Moon Knight. You have Daredevil in this issue. You have Shang-Chi, the Master of Kung Fu. He's also featured in this comic. And this is Marvel Knights number 7. Marvel Knights number 7. And up next we have Excalibur. This Excalibur issue came out September. This is September of 1993. This is volume 1. This is issue 69. And the author of this story is Scott Lumendale. Script is Evan Skolnick, and penciler is Steve Bestseller, and inker is Don Hudson. Letter is Chris Elipo, and colorist is Steve Buck, and editor is Susanna Gaffett, and group editor is Bob Harris, and chief editor-in-chief is Tom DeFalco. Falco. And here in Excalibur, I get, it's pretty much a mutant issue. Basically, you have Nightcrawler, you have, different X-Men characters in the midst of this book. And the cover is pretty decent, Give the cover an A, but the inside I give C minus. Inside I give it a C minus. And next up, I'm gonna say this one close to last. We have next up we have Heroes and Legends, the world's greatest comics. And then on the front cover, you got the Avengers. Basically, got the who's on the front cover. You got Captain America, Hawkeye, Quicksilver, Scarlet Witch, Thor, Giant Man, or Iron, I'm thinking it's Giant Man here. Wasp and Iron Man. The original Avengers together again, an old untold tale of suspense. Enough said. And let's see who's the artist in this one. Story author is James Filler. Pencil is Sal Buscema. Dick Ayers, Steve Ditko, Gail King. Okay, and inks Al McGrim, Dick Ayers, Steve Lillo, Tom Palmer. Letter is John Constessa. Colors is Chai Wang. And editor is Joe Andrew, and editor-in-chief is Bob Harris. Now, let me see if I recognize. So, this is Joe Quesada. Trying to see a joke, not Joe Quesada, but John Buscema. Where did he draw? He must have drawn maybe one, or maybe they were saying he was the original artist. Cause he did just 1 or 2 pages. Cause this came out in 1997. And this is volume 1, number 1, October 1997. This particular issue is number 1. And pull this up. This came out 1997. This is issue 1. And I give this book, the cover, I give it a C. Inside I give it a C too, C minus. And then inside, cause John Buscema, if he draw it in there, I can't tell. And the other artists, just not good artwork. Cover is decent, you know. I mean, it's got the classic characters on there, but with that type of caliber of artists and, you know, Bill Kane and all that, if they were featured in this book, unless they just base it on what they did, if they featured in it, I don't see it. Okay. Up next, we have The Mighty Thor, number 437. October. This came out in October of 1991. This is volume 1, The Mighty Thor. And this is not the original Thor. This is Thor that let me see what his name is. Eric Masterson. Eric Masterson is a new Thor. Hercules reacts. I guess he's fighting Hercules. Hercules didn't realize who he was. You know, he think he's a imposter. You know, he don't know what's going on. Why why are you having the hammer? You dressed up like Thor. What's going on? You know, and then I guess he explains himself in the story. In this issue, Enchantress, she's in this issue as well. Quasar's in this issue. and they searched for the original Thor on Tales of the Asgard. And Al McGrim is the Finnish artist. Ron Frenz and Tom DeFalco, words, pictures, and plot. Chris Ela is letterer, Mike Rock is colorist, and Ralph Mancho is editing. And inside, the artwork is decent. The artwork is decent. So I give the artwork in here, I give it a B+. The artwork is decent. I mean, great anatomy, you know. Anatomy work, storytelling. The cover, give it a B+ too. I like that. So this is Mighty Thor 437. Got Hercules up there in the top. Hey gang, look who's in this issue. Hercules, Prince of Power. Got a Enchantress. The years of Marvel. So I like that book. That's a good book. And the Enchantress is doing her thing. Next up we have the Mighty Thor versus Ulik. And this is issue 431. And the logos are different than that logo there. And here you have the Wrecker from the Wrecking Crew. And you have Loki in this issue. You have let me see what else. You have the Norn Queen, and this is the Norn Queen. And what else do you have in here? And then, you know, it has a lot of, and what Loki is trying to do, and he's trying to extract the Wrecker's power. He's trying to get that Asgardian power out of his body and put it into his body. He's torching the Wrecker, and slowly. You got Ulik in this sucker. You know, Ulik is one of those big trolls that from Asgard, that beneath Asgard, that fights Asgardians. He's been a pain in Thor's side for a long time. But Enchantress is in this issue as well, and the writer of this issue, or the creators of this issue, is Tom DeFalco, which is a writer, penciled by Herb Tripp, and embellished by Al McCrum, letter by Rick and Spike, colors by Mike Rockless, and edited by Ralph Mancho. And Herb Tripp, yeah, this is, I've seen better work from him. I give the inside of this a C, and I give the front cover a C. Seen better work there. And up next we have Ultimate Power. Ultimate Power, issue number 4 of 9. Greg Land is the artist of the cover, as well as inside of the book. And the creators of this book is John Michael Transkis. He's a writer or author. Greg Land is the pencil as well as the cover. Jay Leston is the ink. Justin Ponsor is the color. Chris Ilpos is the letter, and Rich Skinner is production. John Barber and Ralph Mancho is editors. Joe Quesada, editor-in-chief, and Dan Buckley is the publisher of this particular book. And inside the book, I give an A plus. I give it an A because let me look. The reason why I say I give it an A, and the reason why I don't give it an A plus, is that in this particular issue, he gives you a Greg Land. In this issue, he gives you a lot of he don't give you a lot of detail in the background. The characters, all that, he's more upfront guy. Where he gives you what you see up front is where he gives you the best shot. And his details in the back, he don't give you that much detail. It's usually a blank painted page in the back, but if the details are if there is a background, it's not really detailed. At least not showing in this issue here. But the people that he drew in here are awesome, and the helicarrier, he does a decent, good job. Not too detailed, but it's you know what it is by looking at it. But Thor and all them, he knocked them out the park. I mean, he does a great job. So I give it an A. I would have gave it an A plus if the details in the background were there. And this issue came out in 2007, June 2007, and this is number 4. And what it is, they have the Reed Richards of this universe on trial in the Ultimate Powers universe. So he did something that pulled into their universe and did a lot of damage. So they have him on trial. So in this particular issue, the Avengers of that universe, because this is the alternate universe or another universe. It's not the regular Marvel universe. Where Reed Richards is a young guy and everything like that, and everybody young. Thor has, different hammer. He's a different person. Totally, they're all different. But it's a good book. It's a good series. I got pretty much all those issues on that. Next we have Vision. The Vision. And let me take this out of the plastic. Take this out of the plastic. The Vision. And this is December chapter 2. What is the issue? Hold on a second. This came out. This is Volume 1, Number 2. Came out in 1994 in December. Impaired Vision, rather. Bob Harris is the writer. Manny Clark is the artist. Mike Macklin is the inker. Linda Gilmore is the colorist. Bill Oakland is the letterer. Ralph Macho is the editor. Tom DeFalco is the editor-in-chief. So here you got Vision dressed up, look like he's a undercover detective or a mob guy, but yeah, I haven't read this issue. And you have what's her name? Got the one robot character, the gold character here. Let me show you. She's in there. So I guess they're supposed to be like lovers or something like that. And artwork in here, I give it a C minus. C minus. C minus. And the cover, I give it a C plus, because I like the cover. The cover is better than the inside. The cover is better than the inside. The background, he took his time. I like the background. On top of the building. But the inside is something I'm not a fan of the inside, basically. Because if let me just show you just one page. Oh, I showed you one. I'm gonna show you another one. I give it a C minus. But the cover is better. And that's I bought one of those special painted cover books and everything that everybody's hoopla about. But the cover was nice, but the inside was like, wow, man. So everybody's is I'm not saying every book's like that, but that one book I got with a nice cover. I forgot the artist, an Asian guy. That's everybody he's knocking the covers out the park. I'm not knocking his artwork, his skills, and nothing like that. But the inside of this particular book, I wish he would have drew the inside, because the inside was like, hey, well, I was like, I'm a big apple fan. So if I got a red delicious apple and the apple looks good, but I know when I take a bite, it's gonna be sweet. As soon as I bite into the apple, it's got a little bitter taste to it because it ain't truly ripe yet. And that's how this one book is. The outside looks so nice and everything, but as soon as I bite into it, as soon as I open it up, I said, well, like, wow, what happened? So, I guess Marvel is doing their thing of selling hot covers, but not hot books. So, and like I said, not every book is like that, but that particular book is. And maybe I'll pull it out my I got it in storage right now, but I'll pull it out one day and show it. Like, I was very disappointed. And well, hold on a second. I got a book here that I just bought. I got tons of books around me. Hold on a second. I just bought this. I bought this one book. This one book here. You see, that's a nice cover, right? Look at that cover. That's Quicksilver on the front cover of this universe, Ultimates. This is similar. Now, a lot of people are buying the books based on the cover like that, but as soon as you open that cover up, it does not match the artwork inside, and the artwork inside does not match the cover. And that's, I was very disappointed. And I know a lot of people are selling books based on the covers and all that. But hey, I'm one of them guys that I like to know what I got inside of the book, story wise, art wise. That's what's gonna make me come back and buy it. But I guess Marvel is pulling this, like the gimmicks with the plastic covers, the cards, everything. They get these artists to do these hot covers, but the inside is not hot. So that was my issue with that particular. I ain't read the story. The next one I got up is it's a funny issue. It's got little mini stories throughout the what the guy Furbridge faced the final frontier, Captain Rex on Finnegan's Island. I mean, this is one of those real cartoonish books, and like this is number 18, and it came out in May of 1992. It's in volume 1. It's got play on cartoon characters like the Submariner, Gilligan Island, and everything like that. You got the Fantastic Four. I mean, it's got so many cool things in there. Yogi Bear and Captain America, and it's got Spider Hog. I think that was it, Spider Hog, whatnot. You got Doc Samson. You got Dr. Doom, Doc Simpson, Doc Simpson, and see, I like that. Doc Simpson. He is. He's a psychiatrist or whatnot. He's doing some work with Dr. Doom, which is a mental disorder. So you got it's, if you're looking for some laughs, this is a good book to get. This is one of those books I'm gonna ship with these 10 to the people that we're working with, as far as shipping stuff over to our soldiers. So this 10 book lot that I showed you, I am definitely packaging this up this week to send to them. And I'm looking at this, but this is a good funny one. So I figured, hey, let me throw that in instead of every book being kind of serious. Throw some laughter in there with this, and when I buy them, this was what I look for. I look for stuff like that to give some type of humor while they're over there doing something real serious for us and our country and our freedom. So, and these are all free of charge as far as me donating them to them. And this is a cool looking book. As far as cartoon wise, I give it an A, and I give the cover an A as well, because it's basically a cartoonish book, this style. And let me see who is the writer, and let me see, the writer and the artist. Do they have that? Well, yeah, they got. First one, they got Mary Severine and Michael Higgins. Mary Severine is artist and the colors of the Gilligan Island storyline. So those books there. So we got this one, these two here. This one here. And this one there, Mighty Thor, 431, and we got 437, Mighty Thor, the Heroes and Legends, and Excalibur. We got Marvel Knights. You got Marvel's Hero, and we got Daredevil in this corner. These 10 books will be packaged up and shipped out on Monday, which is The 8th, Monday the 8th, these books will be shipped up to this company, and we shipped out some the other 2 weeks ago. So we shipping out these here 10. We'll be shipping out more. So that'll do it for today with the Marvel comics 10 Marvel comic book unboxing, which I will be donating these to the troops. So we thank you for watching, and we'll be on next week talking about comic book spotlights, and where we're talking about the cover of the week, and as well as the cover of the week. Let me get it right. Get it right. Cover of the week, signed book of the week, as graphic novel of the week, and let me kick myself. Well, you'll see it when it comes out. It'll be next week, and we'll talk to you later. Bye bye.